Hey guys, it's Oz from Fly Fishing Masterclass, and I just wanted to share with you my setup and how I set up my nymph rod. So I'm using a 4-weight 10-foot rod. I like having that extra length that helps me cast out those long leaders if I'm casting out 3 flies and stuff like that. So I prefer longer rods for nymphing, and 4-weight is my go-to rod for nymphing. So when it comes to leader construction, I build my own leaders. The reason being is with the tapered leaders that you buy at a fly fishing store is that they're tapered, right? So they're not gonna sink as fast down into the water as if you pick a, for example, a 3X tippet compared to a tapered leader. And if you just construct a leader, which I'm gonna go over now, so essentially what I'm doing, I'm gonna have a 2 foot section or 1 to 2 feet section of 15-pound monofilament, and then I'm gonna tie on a 3X tippet, anywhere between 6 to 9 feet depending on the river conditions, and I'm gonna tie on dropper tags off of the 3X tippet. So like I mentioned earlier, the 3X tippet section, which is 6 to 9 feet, is gonna sink faster down, and it's gonna get your flies faster to the bottom of the river, so you have a longer drift to fish your nymphs. Okay, so I'm just gonna use my 15-pound Maxima here, and I'm gonna start constructing the leader. So this is the butt section of the leader. I'm gonna cut out, this is maybe a 1.5 feet here. I'll put that here. I'll put my rod here too. So I'm gonna construct or tie a loop knot on here, and you guys can review the knots in the knot section. Just gonna make it tight. Make sure this doesn't slip. Cut off the tag end. Okay. Now I'm just gonna go loop to loop connection on the fly line itself. So most fly lines these days come with a pre-tied loop. So I'm just gonna do the loop to loop connection to tie on my 15-pound butt section. The reason why I tie the 50-pound butt section is because when you have that thicker monofilament as your butt section, it's going to help you deliver your cast more effectively. So I'm going straight from 15 pounds to 3X tippet. So it's going to help me with turning over those the rest of the tippet. Okay, so now I'm going to take a 3X tippet here, and I'm going to get out maybe 6 to 9 feet. So this is 3 feet here. There's 6 feet. I'm gonna go another 2 feet. So now from the butt section of the leader, I just do a double surgeon's knot. Some people like to go loop to loop here as well. When you're guiding, being fast and effective is of the essence. So I like to just go for the double surgeon's knot here, and it's a strong knot too, so it does not impede it in any way. So I'm just gonna do 2 times here. I'm gonna moisten that, and then I'm gonna cut off the tag ends here. Okay, so this is my, we got about maybe 7 to 8 feet of tippet material. And now on my my anchor fly is gonna be my heaviest fly. So I'm gonna go with a tungsten stonefly. So when you're tying in the second nymph on and the third one, I use dropper tags. I've experimented a lot with the tippet rings and you know, going tying the other flies from the hook point or through the eye of the hook. It's just, I find the dropper tags are the most effective for me, so I kind of stick with what works and you know, use that. Okay, so maybe about a foot from this, from the anchor fly, or a foot and a half or so, I'm gonna tie on my second fly using a dropper tag. And for a dropper tag, I'm gonna use 5X tippet. And I'm gonna use about 4 to 6 inches. So now I'm gonna use another double surgeon's knot to tie on my dropper tag. So this is about a foot and a half from my, you can go anywhere between a foot and a half to 3 feet distance between your flies. So I will go about, this is about a foot and a half, 2 feet maybe. So I'm just gonna lay it flat against the main line, fold it over, and then I'm going to feed the dropper tag 2 times through the loop. And then followed by the anchor fly. I'm gonna pull that through. Okay, and now I'm gonna moisten this. Pull it tight, make sure it's tight, it doesn't slip on you. And I'm gonna cut off the other tag there. I just need the one tag. So now on this tag I can, I'm gonna tie on a smaller size fly, so I like my perdigons. I'm gonna tie on a perdigon nymph. I'm just gonna cut off the tag end here. Give it a good pull, so make sure it doesn't slip. Okay, I'm all wrapped up around tiller handle here. Okay. So now I'm gonna go about 5 feet, 5 to 6 feet, and I'm gonna put my indicator on here. These indicators are pretty easy to use. They just unscrew and you can screw them onto the depth that you like or the depth of the river. You should usually go times or 1.5 or times 2 the distance of the depth of the river that you're fishing. This is how I tie my my nymph setup, my nymph leader, and just gonna review this quickly for you guys. So I got about a foot of long section of the butt leader, which is a 15-pound mono. I'm using a loop-to-loop connection between the fly line and the butt section, and then I'm doing a double surgeon's knot to connect my 3x, or you can go even lighter if you want, 4x tippet from the butt section, and I go about anywhere between 6 to 9 feet, and then I tie on my heaviest fly is my anchor fly, which is the tungsten bead stone fly, and then I got a perdigon there using a dropper tag, and then about 6 feet, because I'm 6'2", I tie on my strike indicator from the anchor fly, and this is what I have been fishing for a while, and it's been very effective for me, and that's kind of what I'm sticking with until somebody proves me wrong.